All right, back to Warburg. Let me put my drink on this ice. So I actually have a little bit of this like watermelon drink over here left from yesterday. I'm gonna put that on the ice. Then I'm gonna top it off with Mountain Dew, and I'm gonna have watermelon Mountain Dew. It's gonna be pretty okay actually. Tabes, you're still alive? Thanks, buddy. I'm only ascending to like ultra powers here, but yeah. They actually make a real watermelon Mountain Dew. That's all right. It's not great, but you know, if you haven't had one before, it's okay. So this mission is just going to bounce us around Warburg. We'll hit like the telephone booths that are scattered around because this game was made when there were still telephone booths. People today don't know what that means. These used to be places where you could go and you would put coins in, right? And you could use the telephone there. See? A little booth like this. Click. Boom! We've now done the mission. Can I knock the door loose? Oh, this door's fixed! This one won't come off! Some of these doors will like pop free and you can ragdoll them around and it's hilarious. So yeah, theoretically, this is a PvP zone. We could be attacked at any moment by some jerk hacker who's out there duping rares. Game's gone to the Americans. These are phrases that, of the people in my chat, only myself and Ninja Weasel will understand them. Kind of like how if I say, you know, we'll spin up Freedom Laser. That's also an old City Heroes reference. Back from the days of yore when the game was live. Which is also the last time anybody ever did PvP in Warburg, I think. This is not a zone people actually come to very often, unless they're here to get nukes. Or they're just here to grab some badges. But it is pretty cool for PvP because it's a free-for-all PvP. Every player is hostile to every other player here. So there's no heroes and villains difference like in all the other PvP zones. So way back on live, if like some heroes wanted to have a throwdown or whatever, do a little fight club and not go to the arena, they would come to Warburg and have their little fight club. Nowadays, with side switching and all that, that fact is kind of lost its luster. Watermelony. Marshal Blitz is the guy that runs this place. He's a traitor to the evil bad guys that formerly ran the place. So he's got all these troops here, the rogue Arachnos. They're like regular Arachnos, only rogue. Ooh. And I don't know that there's actually a whole lot of in-game lore about his rebellion or anything like that. There probably should be, but they ain't. Let's go get that nuke. Yeah, this is a great nuke. We used to drop these before doing Lord Recluse Strike Forces. Then the final fight, we go and buff everybody way up with these. That's why the Master of Lord Recluse is no temp powers, precisely to stop us from dropping those, dropping chemical weapons and summoning Shivans. Like the devs, they are definitely onto us players. Like they know. We will find any and every shortcut. Now they've got like the really old school Master of Lord Recluse badge. I'm just like, I am completely not interested. I did that on live. Like, I don't need to relive those days of pain. Anyway, it's probably going to want us to do give us another patrol. Hey, we got a hyper phase. That's PvP stealth. Let's go patrol again. Let's go hit these 5 waypoints. You can set your waypoints, yada yada. Let's just bounce us around the zone. I really like these zone patrol missions like this. Well, I like them in general. 'Cause I like them in here, like when you're just doing these as a normal like a low-level hero and stuff, because they just get you to move around the zone. These are a great way to kind of reward people for going out there and potentially interacting with other players. There's 2. Because theoretically, right now, somebody could show up out here and we'd end up having to have a throwdown. I really miss old school zone PvP, though. Yeah, look at the rogue Fortunatas. Instead of wearing black and red, they got this weird gray metal thing going on. I don't know that I like it, but it's certainly weird looking. Did she, like, placate me or something there? I don't know. We just don't know. Yeah, I think that's 3. Four? I think he said there were 5 checkpoints on this run, so this will be the last one. Five. Oh, no? Was that not 5? I thought that was the 5th one. Whatever. We'll go click on it. Like, as long as it's giving me, like, map markers, we'll just go click on these. If anybody's logged on to Everlasting right now, apparently the Goliath Warwalker is up. You could go punch that thing if you wanted to. Always a good time. Although it's just kind of a blob of HP. Alright, we'll hit a couple more waypoints. And then this will be the last patrol he'll give us. And we'll do the door missions. Just to experience, you know, the Warburg way of life. Although really all the PvP zone missions are pretty much the same. For villains, it's always go fight Longbow. For heroes, it's always go fight Arachnos. Whereas here in Warburg, you'd think there'd be a little variety. Like, shouldn't we be fighting Rogue Arachnos? Like, they're not aligned to either side. And they run the place. You'd think they would be the enemy, but no. What time is it? Oh, it's 10 o'clock. Let's get in the store. Well, let's get back to the contact, and then I'll finish that thought that I had in my head. Not that I'm really worried about getting ganked in a PvP zone, like, oh no, I had to go hospital, like, whatevs. But it would be kind of embarrassing for a tank to get, like, sniped. Yeah, this is 6. He said to get 5. I'm pretty sure this is 6 again. That lying Arachnos contact. Schweinhund. Speaking of Mountain Dew, man, I was looking on, like, the Mountain Dew Wikipedia page, right? And there are so many flavors of Mountain Dew out there now. It's ridiculous. There's like 100 of them. It's a little overwhelming. Speaking of hospital, there it is. Oh, I don't think I've showed off, like, the hero ship. We'll bounce down to the south so you can take a look at it. Let's grab the base bombing thing. So the PvP missions ostensibly exist to allow you to affect the modifiers in the zone. Plus and minus damage, plus and minus resist. And that's cool and all, because it would give your side like an advantage in PvP, but nobody PvPs. Yeah, it is kind of weird, man. I'm with you. But it turns out Mountain Dew, where it's just kind of like a citrusy punch flavor, is actually a really good mixer with other drinks. Alright. I took the my amoxicillin script that the dentist gave me. But now there's so many flavors. And you know what? Like, there's all, they do it to Coke too, man. I don't know if they still make it, but I saw a Coca-Cola that had coffee in it. Like, it was coffee flavored Coke. I'm just like, what on earth? Who is this made for? Like, I don't know that there's a universe out there that exists where I'd be like, boy, I would like the coffee flavored cola. Ugh, it just sounds gross. And I bought a Coke. I think it was like Coca-Cola Galaxy or something like that. And it turned out to be like chocolate flavored Coke. That was just like, it's just straight sent me over the edge. I was like, I can't even think about this. The very concept of this is offensive to me. It usually says the old Buddhist, I don't actually know how to pronounce it. Is it just koan? Was the sound of 32 teeth screaming. Like this. Ah! That's the sound of 32 teeth screaming. Yeah, dude, I'm not kidding. I think it was called Coca-Cola Galaxy. And it was just like chocolate Coke. Maybe somebody's into that stuff. I don't know. What I do know is I was not into that stuff at all. It was terrifying. Oh, I forgot. These are also defeat alls. What am I doing? I just ran past all the objectives. Well, it's okay. We can just scoop them up now in like a bigger group. Hey, guys. Whoop, whoop. Just duck around here. Come on. Come on through. So yeah, there was definitely a missed opportunity with the PvP zones to make the missions a little more interesting. Like, it probably would have made sense in Bloody Bay to have a mission that was like, you go in here and you gotta clear Shivans out from a place. Like, that seems like that would probably have made sense as a mission. Siren's Call, maybe not so much, because there's really no like meta story to Siren's Call that would be like, that would make sense to have you like go fight the couple of warriors or sky raiders that are in the zone. Like, they're just kind of there. But like Shivans, the Circle of Thorns, all that stuff is like tied very deeply into like the core of what's going on in Bloody Bay. So making the random door missions like have something to do with them seems like it would make a little more sense. But what do I know, man? I'm litigating a case that was decided 19 years ago, 18 years ago, something like that. But I always like these missions. In fact, when I was back on live, I had spent, when I was going through the game originally on Demonic Gerbil, I had run at the deck cap all the time to keep from getting too much XP. Step one time machine, yeah. So I could do like all the missions and stuff, because I wanted to just see everything the game had to offer hero side. And wow, my brain just stopped. And so when I got to the late 30s, I was like level 38 or something, and I just was out of things to do. And that was before you could like do you could exempt down and get XP and stuff. If you exempt down, you were just making money. And money didn't really, you know, do a whole lot for you. Because once you bought all your SOs, you were good for like 5 levels. Where are we at? Oh, I'm going totally the wrong way. I need to go this way. So it was like, well, I guess I'm just going to like do these repeatables here in Warburg. And that's what I did to get to level 40. So I get the next round of contacts and start like the portal, like start interfering with Portal Corporation stuff and do Division Line, which is an arc I really like. Not so much for playing it, but for the little bit of like the writing in it is pretty good. Hey, this door is not too far from the longbow base down here. We'll pop in and take a look at that. Oh, wow. Why am I so sleepy? I'm drinking a Mountain Dew. You think I'd be awake? So here's the hero base. It's just that same ship model that we've all seen Longbow bust out like a bajillion times. Ah, they got me with the drone. Where was it? There you are. I didn't see the drone. Anyway, I saw the other drones, but not that one. I was going to take out some turrets. It's very silly that drones are one-shots here. They should just be regular enemies, like when you're fighting in a mayhem. Anyway, let's get this selected so we can go to the mission. And supposedly you can't get into like the hospitals and stuff. Like a villain can't click on the hero hospital door. But I remember back on live, that was not true. Because there were ways to cheese it somehow. I don't know how anybody did that stuff, because that was not my scene. But I always thought that was kind of neat. There are also badges for being in PvP zones for a while. Are those under achievements? Hold on, let's get... We're going into a sewer door, okay. Let's all just hop into this sewer. Purchase 5 costume powers and prismatic aethers. Oh my god, why is that? Why? That's terrible. That's so stupid. Remove debt, deal damage to earn this badge. Like irradiated and stuff. There's totally a set of badges in here for PvP zones, and it must not be the... Oh, here we go. Excuse my hiccup. So yeah, 1 hour, get you whatever that badge is. Hey, Ryu Long. We're just kind of goofing off right now. Being pretty chill. Yeah, the second tier of the prismatic badge. I mean, more power to you. I think that's kind of silly. It's not as silly as the badge was inventor. So that is a one for like crafting 10,000 things. Like that is a very silly badge. So at least with Prismatic Aether, I could apparently just go buy some and short circuit the badge that way if I really wanted to. And I had gobs of money. I have gobs of money, I just don't really want to. But I guess I could turn like I got a bunch of monstrous ethers from hunting giant monsters. I guess I could like those convert to prismatic ethers. It's like 3 to 1 or something like that. So I guess I could do that. Joke's on you, game. I don't need doors. You want to run around as a town? No, I don't want to run around as somebody else's character. Like, I have my own characters. I want to play the character I made. It's kind of a novelty, like when you're trick-or-treating to put on a costume. I can get with that. And then the like anniversary event, I was wearing like a Richter outfit for a while, or was the Circle of Thorns outfit? I was wearing one of those outfits for a little while. I was like, that's kind of fun. But I didn't go through making this green skin, or well, she's not green skin, this green nightmare, just to hide it all behind somebody else's costume. Now, if I was playing a character that was a Richter or something, like, you kind of don't really have a choice, because we don't have Richter character models available to us. And I bet one of the Prismatic Aether pieces is like you can look like a snake or something, right? I had a character I named Scython once upon a time. That I would have loved that for that character. Because that was literally what that character was about. Was being a snake. Comm officer, I'm unarmed, you fiend! Oh no. This nerd is unarmed. Can you believe it? So it's forming a Silver Mantis. I already have a Silver Mantis. I need Ice Mistral, don't I? Dude! You're not even that far away from me. Get over here. These badges are also silly. The whole do the weekly, even though you don't want to do the weekly because you're not getting any special rewards for it, but you're doing the weekly anyway. Those are very silly. Because it's just grind. There's not really anything interesting there. And while grinding can be fun sometimes, I don't know that I would say that grinding is always fun. Yeah, I need an Ice Mistral. What am I doing a Silver Mantis, though? Silver Mantis is kind of fun. Especially when you're doing it with people who know what the heck they're doing. Oh, he got stuck somewhere. What a jerk! Bro! Get the flip over here! Get over here! I hate hostage leadouts. So what are the weeklies this week? Ooh, Lady Grey! That explains the Richter invasions that are going on. Nice. This guy got stuck again. Oh my god. Bro, get your butt over here, or I'm just gonna kill you. I'm gonna rip your stupid bike helmet off your head. I'm gonna shove it so far up your rear end that you will think you are the bicycle. Lady Grey. Oh, Hess? Bruh. Hess is a hoot, man. Hess is just kind of like, how would you like robots in your life? And you're just like, yes. Yes, I would enjoy robots. I had, like, all these badges that existed on Live. I had them all of them, Joe Cole's Blue, except for Triple Threat and Master Magisterium, because we went on, like, I don't know, 50 of Magisteriums, and we never quite got the timing by that. Like, we were always like 2 seconds off from the Triple Threat kill. I finally got that badge on my badge character here on Everlasting, so that was kind of like the end to me being a badge person. I managed to mostly disconnect from that part of my personality. Alright, so we did the kidnap, destroy supply depot. Let's do that. Although probably the quickest and easiest things to do the that particular badge on, the one for helping people do the weekly, is Cavern of Transcendence, because you can solo that if you're well, probably anybody, but I've soloed that on my scrapper a bunch of times. Like, you just bring some purples along and now you can kill Kawagu. Not a big deal. But even if you don't solo it, like, if you just bring like 1 or 2 people along to help with it, it's quick and it's pretty easy. Respec trials, way back when I was getting those badges on my villain, that's what we did, was the respec trials. Because villain respecs are real quick and pretty easy. Who could have guessed? I just think kind of stuff that's just kind of like go grind is not the most compelling of content in the game. Especially given how ban happy they seem sometimes on this server. Like, why put in the time to get something when you could just lose it? But maybe that's me being weird. I don't know. Stupid eagle, dude. Just stop running. I know a lot of people who were like former What's the right term? Not necessarily all. Not all of them were moderated. Like, you know, people kind of like that, and they all quit because of the way the server is run. And now I'm in trouble with somebody. Somebody's coming for me. And my friend list is kind of a wasteland because a lot of people I know just quit because they didn't like being here. And if I ever called a sub sandwich a hoagie, isn't a hoagie just a sub sandwich if you're from a certain part of New York? Or is it from another part of New York, it's a hero? You know, it's not like we're serving these things on 4-inch Kaiser rolls, XLG. There's also like weird drama too on this server. I mean, there always is, like, no matter where you're at, right? Like, there's always weird drama. Like, most recently, like, somebody that I had interacted with like twice ever got banned, and it might have been a temp ban, I don't even remember. And so people threw a party for the ban in Pocket D, and it's just like, what on earth? Like, stuff like that just feels real weird to me. And, like, I don't know enough about the situation or the people involved to, like, judge whether, you know, it's good or bad or anything like that, because I hear about this stuff tangentially. But, like, that celebrating somebody getting kicked off the server seems kind of weird to me, because we're supposed to be, like, Cities Heroes is supposed to be, like, this welcoming, friendly place, and then that's how we act when people get kicked off the server? And maybe they deserved it. I don't know. Stuff just feels weird sometimes. God, launching that nuke earlier was... I like that animation. I mean, it's not even that much of an animation, but I like watching it. I mean, XLG, you're pretty much just gonna have me hear me call like a sub sandwich, like, because that's what it is. Apparently, like, grinders are sub sandwiches on a particular kind of bread. Like, we went through this discussion the other day, if you may recall. You've never seen a nuke launch before, were you long? Well, let me do this last PvP mission here. We can certainly go launch another nuke. That is not a problem. We launched one. Look, I can go launch a chemical nuke. Or a nuclear nuke. Like, why not? We have the power. We have the technology. Nobody can stop us except for us. You know, XLG, the last time I was on Kick, it was because Mori Kyopa had, like, tried streaming over there a little bit. And we ended up just spending his whole stream watching other streamers and just be like, oh my god, this is allowed here? That is my entire Kick experience right there. Was just like abject horror. I don't remember if the tunnel map is on the map regularly, but I have like what used to be the Vidiot map pack. I don't know what we call it now. And you can just follow that around. But I've also just been down there, you know, 200 times over the years. So it's not that hard to find my way around. So the downstairs, you know what? We'll talk about that when I get there. We'll go do that, Ryulong. We'll go launch another nuke for you. I think that'd be swell. Because I wanna try using this access bypass salvage that I have, which lets me short circuit part of the process. Because I don't remember how to use it. So it makes it all very interesting. Okay, there could be a glowy under the stairs. There's not. Alright. Let's keep going. You know, when I start talking about like where glowies can be on certain maps and things like that, I start feeling like I'm one of those people that have played like The Binding of Isaac for 10,000 hours, and so they can tell like just looking at like they've walked through 3 rooms on the map, and they're like, yeah, I know where the secret room and the super secret room are," and I'm just like, how? You've only gone through 2 rooms. Yeah, but it's right over here, 3 rooms over, and it's like, okay, and then they drop a bomb and they're correct. So those people are wild. I have no idea how I managed to get like all the trophies in the original Binding of Isaac, or Achievos in the original Binding of Isaac. I've been playing it again and I suck. I'm absolute hot garbage at that. So I was like, you know what? I used to be pretty good at this, and nope, not at all. Not at all anymore. I have no idea how I got all those, man. I'm so bad at that. But yeah, I feel like that, although I'm not like Greb, man. Greblaja, like, Greb knows where everything is on every map as soon as he walks into the map. Like, Greb has got ESPN, like, been paying that sub to ESPN for so many years that it just instantly loads all knowledge and all data. And ventured through Kick, signed up to snag your desired username, and was there a bit when a DJ friend got a spurious ban. Somewhat amazing. What? Yeah, some of those streamers that do, people that are very specialized in a particular game. God, let's lose this nerd's aggro. Cause we're gonna have to wait for him to despawn because he's a decoy phantasm. Like, he won't just go away for like a minute. Stop hitting me! I'm like soft cap oh, thank goodness he's gone. But people who are like super specialized in like a particular game are just amazing to watch sometimes. I am not super specialized in any particular game, but I am pretty good at a couple of games. I'm pretty okay at City of Heroes. I'm pretty okay at Sid Meier's Alpha Centauri. And I'm pretty okay at Spelunky. These 3 games are all in wildly different, like, genres, so I don't know what that says about me. On the flip side, I'm complete hot garbage at Spelunky 2. I'm okay at other Civ type games. And what's the third one I said? Oh, City Heroes. And I'm really bad at every MMO except for City Heroes. Alright, let's go talk to Braun and get this mission cleared out. And then we will go hunt us a nuke. Okay, that's it. We've now buffed and debuffed, and we've ended up through all of our works getting a 2% damage bonus put on us, and I don't see any malices here, so we've cleared out all the negative effects. Beautiful. I think you can keep grinding that up to like a plus 25% bonus or something, but I've never seen anybody do that since live.